So welcome everyone to another round of Green Hell. I have continued with my landscaping work, clearing everything out here. And you can see just how much long bamboo I have, along with just bamboo logs. And it's really a sad state that things like the bamboo gets treated completely different than normal long sticks and such. So I cannot put these in the long stick holder. At least it hasn't worked for me at any point that I've tried. So I have got basically most of this stuff out. I got pretty much this side out, as you can see, working my way through over here. And it occurred to me that instead of worrying about trying to build where everything is kind of sloping down that way, start by building in the middle. And basically build where, like, all right, that's going to clear, that's going to clear. So I'm going to aim it where I have kind of the pathway. And what I'll do is I'll have it where I just walk through multiple ones in a row. And then I can worry about the side elements from there. And of course, we've got this, which I really don't like having that there. I wish I could get rid of that. I'm not actually using anything from the body of that capybara, pig, whatever, and it sucks. I can't seem to, you know, have an option to get rid of it. So after I did all that, had everything lined up, now it's saying I can't build it there because, you know, that's how it works. I had it lined up pretty much right. I moved it over. It said it was good. Now it says it's not good anymore. So time to reload the save. So here we are at the beginning of another day. I finally got it to line up better by basically just placing it down and strafing side to side to make sure it was clearing everything. And interestingly, is I can't build any further that way, but I can still build further this way, even though earlier it was acting like I couldn't build out here with the shed part of it, so that's kind of irritating. And you see there, I cannot build there because it's acting like I'm, you know, stuck with that in the way. So, yeah, we need a way to remove the bigger trees like this. We absolutely do. And hopefully we will get that with full release. I know they're focusing mostly on trying to do storyline, but really, there's a lot of stuff about the game that's very realistic in terms of survival, but there's also a lot of unrealistic stuff. Like, again, not being able to place the bamboo logs in the regular log holder, stuff like that. Not being able to chop something like this down or set it on fire to burn it down. Things like that should be addressed, so this game will have more of that longevity in terms of playtime, rather than it being, well, you know, I built this base, and I did this, okay, I guess I'll go finish the story, and then, oh, well, I'm done. So with the layout the way it is right here, what I basically want to do is be able to have it where along the sides I have storage boxes kind of in here, and I walk in, and I can access them and do stuff like that. So really what I've got to do now is start putting in the basic framework, meaning the doorway and such. So we're going to do a bamboo doorway here because I've got plenty of bamboo sticks still laid out over here. And of course we got to mud up the doorway. So that's done. Now it's time to start with the roof. And because I don't need to worry about any kind of framework for the mud roof to work for some reason, I can just go ahead and do that. Which is so weird that everything else you gotta do some kind of lattice to put the bricks over, like the doorway. But that is like, it's just part of the basic frame, and that's all it requires. It did rain briefly, which did set me back a bit on my dirtiness level. I really want to see how dirty can I get. Is there a limit on the dirtiness? Like, is it scale to 1 to 5, or is it 1 to 10, 1 to 50? I want to know how dirty can I get, because at some point, you know, it's going to be just, well, how much more mud can I put on myself? Let's get started on the next one. Yeah, we'll do that side. It's so weird you have to back so far away for it. It looks like 5 is my dirtiness maximum. But yeah, it's so weird you have to, like, some of the placement stuff with the building, like the mud roof, you have to step so far back to target the roof that you can't target when it's right above your head. While it's not raining and I have maximum dirtiness factor, let's test the mud shower speed. Oh yeah, look at that. Just no time at all. Way faster than if I was having to go and, you know, wash myself by hand in the river there. And you saw just how much that drained the water level on it too. So it's not something you want to use on a recurring basis unless you are in the middle of a rainy season, which right now I happen to be in the rainy season. It's just not raining at the moment. Let me see, can I even build a wall right there? Yes. So that is not a conflict of any kind with it. But it was before, where just the open frame, like, nope, you can't build that. And there we go. We got a wall done, which is fine. And before I do a wall there, we're going to try another shed. And yeah, that's the problem there is my banana tree. Well, I'm keeping the banana tree, that's for sure. So I guess that means another wall goes here, but we're going to do a window wall, which means, of course, I put this, and then once this is done, I leave a little gap in the mud for it to be a window. And there goes the mud wall. So since I can't build that way, at least right now, it would just make sense to go ahead and start doing the storage boxes in here. And that's kind of what the whole point of this was about anyway, storage box. And let's see if I can make this fit right. Of course, you know, the post gets in the way, and then you just, yeah, and there's so many things about this game that it does well in terms of building. There's a lot of stuff it just does really badly, too. Okay, so I could get 2 of those in there, which means I should get 2 over here as well. And I might, let's see, I know I could do another full-size thing here. Yeah, we'll do the shed over here. Perfect. Rope is always abundant until you actually run out of it and then need several more. So I think one box is going to be a bunch of rope storage. And so that gives me some room there, I think. Let's see, what can I do for that? Oh, you know what we could do, like, well, no, it's under here, isn't it? Yeah, we could do another weapon rack. I know I got that to work. For some reason, that does not have a problem glitching through the top of it. You just won't see everything on it. And it's just so weird that that will work, but other stuff won't. Other thing you could do is a drying rack, which, oh, look at that. The drying rack says no. I cannot fit there. So we'll have to do the drying rack somewhere else. And we'll have another drying rack, because with that spike trap, I get so many capybara now that it's just, it's so great to have that many. But yeah, I think I'm going to need to do something a little different here. So here we are with another morning, and now it's pretty much, I would say, full swing rainy season. This storm, I guess you call it a storm, really no thunder or anything, it's just, you know, rain. It started late in the afternoon on the previous day, and it has persisted through the entire night. And now I am really kind of needing to go ahead and start getting some more charcoal going. So, oh, I already have some. Okay. One good thing about full-on rainy season is constant rain means that's super easy to fill up. And with the new mud water filter having basically 2 spots that the water can fill up, I am never going to be out of water now at all. And now here's another problem is I cannot get in here and target the back stick areas with the shed. So I have to either have this sticking further out than I really want it to, or I cannot build storage boxes in the shed, which is one of the more useful elements for it. So I guess we're going to stick with a stupid plain log bed or leaf bed of some sort there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so log bed works perfectly fine. We'll do that so I can get rid of that little leaf bed out here and just start saving everything in there when I sleep. At least I'm finally making use of the abundance of palm leaves that I have all over the place. And I still have palm leaf trees, small palm trees, and there's things I can chop down to get more leaves. So there we go, leaf or log bed and a save game spot right there. Preferably would have been better with the storage crate storage boxes, but it did not want to allow me to do that. All right, so I've got another section here, and I could keep building out this way closer to that, spike trap. So I've got a spot there. I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to go too far over here. It might have a problem with that plant. Now, I can't go this way because of stupid trees, so it's going to be kind of a thrown together. Like, this will be a wall here. I'll get this out of the way. But, yeah, I'm going to do a wall here, a wall here, a wall here. And then if later on it's like, oh, guess what? You can now take these trees down, knock the wall out, build out more that way. So, still limited, but I do have it at least working better than it was for me the last time when I was trying this. Now I just need to go get a bunch of plain logs so I can make some planks, because you only get one plank per log. Seems like you should at least get better the more logs you break apart to get planks. Okay, here's a problem. I cannot use a storage box to store rope, because that totally makes sense. Like, I cannot, that is just, I don't get how that is not a thing in here. I mean, you just throw, if it coils up the way it does on the backpack, why can I not just coil it up and put it into the stupid carrying, or the storage box? Why is it not possible to store rope in a storage box? And here we are, another jungle morning, and it's still raining, non-stop raining. So we are totally, the rainy season, reason it's called the rainforest. Complete opposite of that point where it didn't rain for like a week and a half, 2 weeks of the gameplay time. And I have extended further out. I've got that wall done. I've still got to get a wall done there. Actually, I wonder if that's going to even be a problem having... Nope, I can build through the animal corpse, but I can't remove it. So, yeah. I'm just going to keep building this direction, I think, and moving out to the point where I get to, like, here, and I just have really no reason other than it's a walking path that's protected. And you see I have another capybara sitting here, ready to be harvested. I just collected a full drying rack full of capybara meat, and I have some of it in that storage box. Yes, I can store meat. I cannot store rope in there. So there needs to be some storage method for rope other than on your backpack. That way you can store extra when you need it. And other than just tossing it, on the ground in some random order. Like I have the bones thrown here because really the bones take up too much room in storage boxes anyway. So yes, welcome to the Spicy Jungle Resort, where you can not just survive, but survive in somewhat luxurious accommodations. So we have plenty of storage for sticks over here. We've got drying rack for food. We've got some storage over here for stuff. We have more sticks. We have plenty of drinking water, nice and clean. We have a non-working fireplace that hopefully will be fixed. Some playful rats. We've got weaponry, more storage, extra water just in case, I need it to carry with me. We've got this, which will soon be removed now that I've got the other part built. And more storage here with constantly dirty water, because I will never burn through that until it goes back to the dry season. And we've got the start of this, which means eventually, I can't even build anything along here because I won't be able to fit through it. So, I really wish that would have worked with the shed. That would have been a lot nicer. I really didn't care to have the bed. I could have put it in the other one. But I'll get the wall done here. I'll do a wall on this side and a wall here. We'll basically just have this walking pathway, and then I can build... Let's see, I think, yep, I get a frame there. Can't get one there. I'll get one here, which should be nothing there. Maybe I can get a frame off of this one right here. So it'll be kind of like a zigzag pattern in a way, but at least I will have some kind of structure going here that is giving me some more room. If nothing else, storage. A bunch of storage in the next spot where I have right here, that open full-size spot. I am going to totally do a drying rack there. More drying racks, more food production. I will never starve in this location now, thanks to everything I've got. I'll never go thirsty I'll just run out of certain supplies. That's all it is. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode of Green Hell. It is actually a pretty slow-moving game when it comes to really building big, which, you know, goes along with the fact we cannot stack anything. So we're not going to be building super massive structures in this like you could do in, say, the forest. Another thing about the difference between here and the forest we can make a sled to carry logs in a large amount, sticks in a large amount. Here, we don't get that option. So maybe they're avoiding that as a way to not be accused of copying the forest. Maybe they're avoiding using that sort of mechanic in the game because you're in a much thicker area in terms of vegetation, with it being the jungle, and it would be kind of harder to maneuver things around than it was in, say, the game The Forest. But, yeah, slower to build. Moving forward, though, playing with it, trying to figure out the best thing to do with some of the building mechanics, and just seeing what else I can add in this, since they adjusted certain things in a past update. And, of course, coming up, we are about to have, unless things change and they change the release schedule, this is about to go full release. How much more we get building-wise, I cannot say. I know the big focus is the storyline. So, of course, once this goes full release, I'll start looking at the storyline, probably in a separate game save, so I don't sacrifice the one I've got here. But again, that's it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.